Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lavalais and Ella live show. I am Ella Isaac. My co host Lavalais is not here this evening. He is out doing a show, out there making those sales. And so you have me tonight, plus a wonderful guest I have coming on later tonight, Alexander Boyce. He's been on before, he's part of our family, and he's going to show his work. He's a wonderful mixed media artist, and I'm looking forward to him coming on, having a great conversation, and seeing what he has to offer for us tonight. Hey, everybody, I'm going to say hi to who's checking in on the chat. Hey, Beverly, Richmond, Virginia. Good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Atwiana. She's checking in from Nashville. Of course, we had Fern. Yes, Fern is in Torrance. And she is part of the Bamley family. I know there's some of you out there. I was in DC last weekend, and a few people confessed to me that they're in the background watching. I would love to see you check in, say hi. Be wonderful to see your names, okay? Who else is checking in? I see that Jan Jordan is watching. Hey, Jan. Welcome, everyone. And happy Friday. I normally get to say that as after Lavalais introduces us. Who else is in the house? Abu, okay. Philly is in the house and representing. Hey, Abu. Abu is a wonderful jewelry designer. I would love to have you on the show, Abu. You know, that would be awesome. And I love what you're posting on Instagram. So maybe consider coming on our show. If you're watching on our Facebook page, please share the show as we are live. If you are on YouTube, please hit that notification bell, click the thumbs up sign, say that you like our page and that you like the video that you're watching. It really does help us with our algorithms, okay? Oh, more people checking in. Gotta say hi. CM, our vase winner from a couple of weeks ago. Welcome. Pamela Hills, hello, happy Friday. She is one of our artists from the Bamley family. She is out in Orlando. Oh, I would love to be in Florida. I really would. I need some sun. I need some warm weather. Who else do we have checking in? Okay, Dominica, Tamara or Tamara, however you say it. Hopefully I said one of those correctly. In Dominica, welcome to the show. Mona Lisa, hey Mona Lisa, checking in from Chicago. We love everybody, every single one of you. My co-host is not here tonight. He's out doing a show. I am here. I hope I am enough for you this evening. Also, any birthdays? It's Sagittarius time. Any birthdays, anybody? Would love to give you a shout out. I know Zeke, our tech guy in the background, his birthday is coming up next week. So we're going to make sure we celebrate his birthday and any other Sages. Okay, who else do we have? Hey, Daisy from Dominica. She is also checking in. You must be waiting for Alexander Boyce, I'm sure. I'm sure that you are. Okay. All right, guys. I see some more people checking in. Who else? Pamela Hills. Okay, your birthday's not. Oh, you are the 24th. Okay, Capricorn. We can do Capricorns too. We're in December. So any Sages and any Capricorns, month of December, we would love to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pamela, for your birthday coming up. Okay. I know there's some of our artists as well out there. We've got to say happy birthday to Mel, and we've got to say happy birthday to Tite. They are both very fond members of our community, and we've got to wish them a happy birthday. All right, Manhattan is checking in. Hey, Manhattan, happy birthday. She's giving a shout out from New Orleans. Okay, we've got a nice crew in the house tonight. I kind of miss my co-host to bounce off of him, but here we are. We're going to keep it going, and I'm going to let you know how the evening is going to go. I'm going to show a few hats early on, not too many. I'm going to give you maybe about 9 hats tonight, and then like I said earlier, we're going to bring on Alexander Boyce. He is our guest artist for this evening, mixed media artist, and if you haven't seen his work, I think you're going to be delighted about what he's going to show us. All right, anybody else that I can say hello to before I show some work? Nobody else? Okay, I'm going to get started then on some hats. And what I thought I would do this evening is to show 3 designs, and really for small heads, medium heads, and large heads. 3 designs that will work for each one of those different size of head sizes. So we're going to start with the Kiss hat. If you have a small size head, anywhere from like a 22 to 23 inch size head, the Kiss hat works perfectly. It's a little bit more about style than staying totally warm. It's cute, it's fun, and it looks like a little Hershey Kiss. See, it is a small size, okay? And I've got 3 different colors to show you. I'm going to show you the soft gray. The soft gray just pulls on real cute. Pull it to one side, and it sits adorably on the head. Like I said, it's not about pulling this hat all the way down, although you could possibly cover maybe the tops of your ears. If you have those cold days, which are just beginning here in Philadelphia, then you just want to cover the top of your head. The Kiss is a perfect hat for small head sizes. It's not too much of a hat. If you have a petite face, it's not going to overwhelm you. The Kiss I have in about 5 or 6 different colors. Here's the gray. I'm going to show you the yellow. The yellow. Again, I kind of tip it to the side just ever so slightly. And then we have the red. Fully lined, satin lining. And it's a circular hat, so there's no front or back to it. All right. So this is just me giving you a little demonstration of how these hats can be worn and which hats are best for which head size. The little Kiss, red of course, is my favorite color. Sits quite sweetly on the head. It's priced at $68, and it comes in that soft gray, yellow, red, black, and winter white. It also comes in an olive green. I forgot that color. All right. The Kiss, perfect for small sizes. If you have a larger head size, or you're wearing your hair natural, or you have locks, this is not the hat for you. I would not recommend it. It's not going to fit, okay? So I just want to make sure you know, small heads, the Kiss for short little haircuts. If you want to just wear it just to cover the top of your head and look cute at the same time. $68. Next hat, medium head sizes, is the souffle. And these 3 designs I'm going to show you are the most popular designs on my website, okay? So the souffle, medium head sizes. So if you have a head size that is a 23 and a half inch, the souffle is the perfect design for you. A little bit more of a hat. This is the winter white. So there's quite a bit here. Some people like to wear it up high. I like to pull it over to the back. There's a bit more room in here. The souffle is for medium head sizes. It's like a slouchy beret. You could do it like that, or you can really get into it. There's a bit more room in here. And this is the winter white. It looks a little bright in the lights. Okay, I'll show you the chocolate brown, winter white. Take it out of the lights a bit. I'll show you the brown. Okay, so the souffle, priced at $74. Okay, it's a bit more ribbon here. If you have a smaller head size, you could probably do this as well. Oversized for the small head sizes. As with most of my hats, you can tweak it, have fun with it, make it yours. Pull it all the way to the back. Tuck all your hair up inside of it if you want to. Okay, this is the chocolate brown in the souffle. The souffle comes in winter white, black, Kelly green, chocolate brown, red, and olive green. This is the Kelly green. These ones were, this is a new color, by the way, and a lot of people love these over the Black Friday weekend. I sold quite a few of these off the website. It's a really lovely color, the Kelly green. I wear it to the side. If you're a straight on person, you could do it straight on. Tuck it all the way down. There's room. This is for medium head sizes. Okay, the souffle, priced at $74. The souffle, if you need it bigger, send me an email when you place your order. Ella, I would love to get the souffle a little bit bigger. It can probably go about an inch bigger. Okay, there's a limited, finite amount of material in this hat. So it can only go up to a certain size, which I would say would be a 24-inch. Souffle is priced at $74. All right, next hat is the swordfish. The swordfish is for larger sizes. So if you have a smaller head size, I would not recommend the swordfish. It's a lot of hat. And if you have a petite head, it is overwhelming for small head sizes. This is for medium to large head sizes. If you wear your hair natural, if you have a lot of locks, this is the perfect hat for you. And it's a fun hat. It has a lot of angles to it. It's a great shape. Some people put this little pleat at the front here. They do all kinds of things to it. You could put all your hair up inside of it. The red is a magnificent color, beautiful color. This is priced at $85. This is the swordfish. Again, they are satin lined. This is the red. It also comes in winter white. Let me show you the winter white. Winter white looks really quite pretty in this style. The winter white, you see it has that pleat on the side here. You can play with it. Again, some people put this pleat at the front or the back. They have fun with this hat. Beautiful with a winter white coat. The winter white is priced at a little bit more. The winter white is $90. All the other colors are $85. This is the winter white. And then I also have the black here. Okay. Best sellers are the red, of course, and the black. This is the swordfish. There's a lot of room in here. Great for bigger hairstyles. Great for natural hair and locks. You can hide a little bit under there if you want to. The swordfish, priced at $85 in all the colors except for the winter white. The winter white is $90. And as you can see, I'm just playing with this. It's triple layers. You can have fun with it. You can pop it up, pop it down. Like I said, that pleat on the side there is designed that way, but some people put it at the front. They want to make it a different hat just for them. All right, doesn't have to be so high. You could just tuck it all the way down if you want to. It frames the face really well. I would not recommend this for smaller head sizes. It's an overwhelming hat. Okay, but again, Great for medium to large sizes. The swordfish. I'm going to put the red back on again because I love red. And it's a really pretty hat. A lot of room in here. See, I can put my fingers up inside of here. I am a medium size, but I can do this larger size hat. All right. So I just wanted to do those 3 styles. Just so you know, if you order the Kiss, it really is for small head sizes. If you have a lot of hair, it's not going to work for you. It will not fit you. There's only a finite amount of material in there. If you have larger head size, go for the swordfish. It's a great hat, fun hat. You get a lot of compliments wearing it. And the souffle is a style I've been doing for a very long time. Very tried and tested design. People love that. And remember, they're all satin lined, okay? You could even pull this all the way out, have the satin right next to your skin if you want to. All right, those are the 3 designs. Hope you like that. I didn't do any one-of-a-kind hats this week. I wanted to do the best sellers, and those were the 3. All right, thank you, Pamela. I know you love the hats. What size is my head? I'm a 23.5 inch. I am a medium, but I do like the bigger sizes because I liked a big hat. I don't want anything to feel tight on my head. So that's just my preference. Some people like to feel the hat like it's touching them. I don't. I like to just feel that it's nice and big, and I've got room in here as well. Okay. All right. Up next, we are going to have our guest artist. If you have any questions, by the way, about those hats, please email me, lipshats@gmail.com. Go over to my website. That's how you purchase. Okay. lipshats.com. All the hats on there available for purchase. Next week, which is our last show, I will be showing a lot of one-of-a-kind pieces, also some of the best sellers. But I would have to say the ones that I showed tonight were the best sellers of the soft hats, okay? And these are repeatables. They're not one-of-a-kind pieces. They're hats that I do over and over again. All right, we're going to do a little commercial break, and then my guest artist for the evening is going to come on. So stay tuned. Okay, if you're just checking in and you're wondering where Lavalais is, he is out doing a show this weekend, and so he's not with us this evening. So I am here with you, pulling this show along all by myself, and I'm cool with that. Gonna see Lavalais next weekend when we do our last show of the year, and I think we're just gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna go through the whole year and talk about all the great things that have happened in 2022. All right, my guest this evening, my guest artist is Alexander Boyce. He's a wonderful artist, creates art and fashion accessories for people who love art and want to make a statement, a real standout statement. He's been on the show before. He hasn't been with us for a while, and I'm so very excited to have him here at the end of the year so you can make some purchases with him for his one-of-a-kind pieces. Here is Alexander Boyce. We're going to have a nice conversation, and we're going to get to see some of his work. So welcome, Alexander Boyce, to the show, to the Lavalais and Ella Live show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, it's my pleasure, most definitely.
Thank you.
I know you're a self-taught artist, and I know that you're based in New York, correct?
Yes,
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from the Caribbean island of Dominica, not Dominican Republic, but
Uh-huh. Dominica. That's why
yeah,
we have some Dominica people checking in tonight.
yeah.
Okay. What originally brought you to New York?
Originally, art brought me to New York, not
Oh, really?
necessarily visual art, but I've always envisioned myself being an artist living in New York. So, following my dreams is what brought me to New York.
Okay. I think you're very passionate about what you do as well. That's what I feel from you.
I am, and I'm glad that you get that because I do try to project that in whatever I do.
Okay. As an artist as well, I read a little bit about you. You talk about how you channel your creativity. Can you kind of like put that into words or express that to the people that are watching? What does that actually mean for you?
Well, it came from this thing my mother used to say when we were growing up. I learned a lot of the craft stuff from my mom. She was a seamstress, so she taught me how to sew when I was a teenager. So I learned a lot of that from her. And she always used to tell us that you don't take things from just anyone because things, even if they're inanimate objects, they have energies attached to them. Excuse me.
Mm.
So it's very important that you understand the kind of energies that goes into whatever things that you're buying or things that you're taking from people. For instance, I like to say to people, what kind of energy do you think products that are made in sweatshops by people who are being exploited, what kind of energy you think are being put into those things, as opposed to the kind of energy someone who's passionate about their craft and it's being made in the studio. It's the difference between food that's made in a lab as opposed to food that's made in a kitchen.
Yeah, I so agree with you. We as artists, we put so much love actually into what we do.
Yes,
And I think people feel that when they wear what we do,
absolutely.
when they're looking at what we've made, what we've created. So yeah, we're channeling all that is unconditional love. We're channeling all that into what we do.
Absolutely.
So I feel you with that, definitely. Yeah. Are you in the process of building a body of work, or are you kind of just finding yourself in your work at the moment?
I'm doing a little bit of both. I usually try to push myself with my work and push the envelope and never stay in a place where I'm too comfortable because I don't like to be expected as an artist. I like to keep coming up with unexpected things. I like my work to leave people with questions that make me and my work memorable, and remarkable. So I'm doing a little bit of exploring my own self and trying new things and still doing some of the things that I know that I love and the things that I'm kind of known for. So I'm working on some new bags. I'm dabbing in some different kinds of apparel. I made this what I'm wearing tonight. So I'm dabbing in different kinds of apparel. And I'm working on a collection with a collaborator. He produces hemp fabric, so I'm actually painting a series of images for him. We're doing a double exhibition, if you will. He is doing his fabrics and his hemp products, and I'm doing paintings on the hemp canvas.
Oh wow, where's that exhibition going to be?
It's going to be somewhere in Brooklyn. Don't ask me the address off the top of my head, but it's going to be in Brooklyn. I will announce on my social media once
Will
everything.
that will that be next year, this year?
It's going to be in January.
Oh, awesome! Please
Yes,
let me know. I'd love to come.
I will. I will
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes,
Now
sir.
I
The
know
more the
you
merrier. Yeah.
I know you were recently commissioned to paint a portrait of George Floyd in 2020. Can you tell
Uh-huh.
us like how that experience affected you?
Oh boy. This is actually the first time that I'm speaking to someone about it publicly. But I would say it's the single most impactful experience on my career as an artist. Before that, I was not that I didn't have any direction, but I kind of was just doing it because I felt like I was good at it. And if you're good at something, then that's the reason that you need to be doing it, because you've been blessed with this gift for a particular reason. But I wasn't too deliberate with the why, and I didn't have an agenda with my work like I do now. But I was commissioned to paint a George Floyd and Breonna Taylor painting in 2020, in the height of the Black Lives Matter protests and all these kinds of things. And so when I take on a project, if I'm painting someone, I usually spend like a week or two just looking at images and different pictures of those people. So I spent like about 2 weeks just looking at pictures, anything that I could find of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. And the piece typically would have taken me about, I would say, a week and a half to do. And it ended up taking like 3 or 4 months. What happened was midway during the project, when I was painting George's face, out of nowhere, I felt like I was having a heart attack. I ended up in the emergency room. I can laugh about it now, but I really thought I was going to die. I ended up in the ER, spent the whole night in the ER with an anxiety attack. When I came in, my heart rate was through the roof. Everyone was panicking, the nurses and the doctors, and that made me panic even more. And so they did all kinds of tests, gave me all kinds of medicine, and nothing was showing that there was any issues with my heart. So in that process, I realized that it was all in my head, and kind of figured out on my own that I was having a panic attack. And so that was the easy part. The tough part was actually completing the painting, because it was, like I said, it was midway in the painting. And so I've always been the kind of person that cherished my alone time. And what that did to me, it made me so afraid to be alone. After that, I was petrified of being alone. I would have my phone on me all the time. And if I was alone, I would be calling my wife 24/7. I was afraid to go back into my studio. I couldn't look at the painting. Something about it just scared the Jesus out of me. And that took maybe like 2 weeks of me just being afraid to go back into the studio. I couldn't look at the painting. I was just terrified of the emotions and all these different things that I was feeling, and things that I was hearing. And so eventually I ended up I felt like I needed to go back home to Dominica to recharge. Just to get some clarity and perspective of what was going on. And that's where the adventure really starts. That's when I spend a lot of time in the country, in the mountains, just being in nature. I was talking to birds and trees and hugging trees. And the funny thing about it is, I mean, I've always been an artist, but I've always been a very logical thinker. So before that experience, those kinds of things like didn't seem like, it made no sense to me. I was a very logical thinker. 1 + 1 = 2, and that's it. And the experience kind of made me realize that we live in a mystical world, and there are a lot of things, more things rather, that we don't know and don't understand, and there are things that we do know and we do understand. Mm-hmm. So it kind of opened me up to just experience all of what was going on. Eventually I kind of worked into the courage to be alone again and kind of rediscover who I was. And in doing so, I kind of realized that I had powers that I could infuse into my work if I was just more deliberate with the way that I approached my work. So from then I started being very deliberate with my work. Whenever I worked, it was like a party. I would have music, I would have a glass of wine, and just make it that kind of atmosphere, because more than anything else, I wanted my work to feel like a celebration. I didn't want anything negative or heavy or constraining with my work. I wanted people to feel light and beautiful around my work and with my work. So I started being very deliberate, and a lot of experiences that I had with people buying my work and the things they would come back and say to me, that made me realize that I was really onto something, and it was not just all in my head. For instance, when I make a bag, I give everything a name. Even if it's a bag, I name it like I would a painting. So I made this bag, this tote bag, and I called it the healing bag for whatever reason, I don't know. But then I got a call from the woman who bought the bag, and she was telling me how the bag helps her heal. Now, I don't know how the bag helps her heal, but that was what she was saying to me. The bag helps her heal. There's a lot of other stories with people that I get from people that buy my work, and they come back and tell me these kinds of stories, and it just feels like they had a connection with the work where it chose them and not they chose it.
Mm-hmm.
So it made me feel much more empowered in what I was doing and my journey as an artist.
I can understand that. I mean, again, it's going back to that conversation about energy and, you know, channeling energy into the work. And I love how you said you're just very intentional about the work that you do now. So,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
create good vibes, good
Yeah.
energy as you're creating, and then
Yeah.
it kind of, the person who purchases it will
Yes.
feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A big part of why I do what I do as well with the visuals is because I grew up as a kid. I grew up in a house where my mom had a big, for those who are Catholic or Christian, big painting of Saint Michael, the archangel, white man with long blonde flowing hair with his spear and shield, and he was stepping on this black man who was the devil. So that kind of printed something in my head that imagery can be used as weapons, and anything that can be used as a weapon can be used for good as well. That's the yin and the yang of it. And so I understand there's power in imagery. So I'm very deliberate with the kind of images that I portray and that I paint. If you look at my work, I like to think that I project Black excellence and Black beauty with my work, and that's very deliberate. I don't do images of enslaved people. We have enough of that. I don't do images of where we look weak or less than in any kind of way. Everything I do, I make sure it is infused with strength and beauty. I want people, for instance, kids who were my age when I was that kid in the house looking at that painting, I want them to look at something different and get the opposite of what I got, that we were less than and we are not as good. So I'm very deliberate about what I put into my work as far as those energies and that intention.
Love it. Okay. Well, I would love to see some of your work. I know the audience out there would love to see exactly, you know, the healing bag and also your very positive imagery. So I'm going to let you have it. It's all yours, and let's see what you got.
Okay. Thank you. So we're going to start with some of the bags, and I do a lot of lions and elephants. And for those who don't know, there's a story behind that. I was raised by mostly women, by older sisters, grandmothers, aunts, and so the elephants really represent the women in my life, the matriarchs who gave me all these different things. My grandmother was a businesswoman, and she kind of instilled in me that entrepreneurial spirit. My mom was a craftsperson, and I got from her the sewing part and all these kinds of things. So I have a series with elephants and lions. So we'll start with one of the favorites, which is today we have this little clutch bag. It's a lion clutch bag. It's hand painted. And to the side, I have African monitor skin. We have on the inside, again, talking about the energies, I put little affirmations and different things. I write them on the inside. It's a pleasant surprise when you open the bag to see something nice and positive. And this is one of the big sellers, so I had to make like a smaller version. This is not the typical version that we sell, but this is a smaller version. It's like more like a hand purse. You could put like a phone and a little wallet and a few things in it. And this one sells for $300 on the website. And it's called the Solar Return Purse. It's on the website right now for $300. This is the Lion Solar Return Purse. And this is the bigger one. And again, all of this stuff, all of my bags come in dust bags like this with the bright colors, again, the celebration going on. And this is one of my favorites, actually. This is the most recent bag that I made. They're all genuine leather, and has the African mon and the skin on the side. Comes with the chain for the hold it in your hand different kinds of ways. And again, on the inside, we have these, I don't know if you can see it with the lights, but we have these little affirmations. It says things like, be strong, heal, royalty, honor, loyalty, and those kinds of things. Love is power and those kinds of things. This one sells for $8.50 on the website. It comes with this chain and in a dust bag like this, in a pretty box that looks kind of like this. So you can store it and then have it not be dusty when you're ready to use it and take it out. Stay fresh all the time, if you will. So this one sells for $8.50 on the website. And we have, these are some of the more recent ones. These are, I call them the little misting tote bags. Again, it's the Lion series. It's the signature at the back. Just a little tote bag. You can put your phone and a little wallet and keys and just little knickknacks here and there. For those days you don't want to carry a bigger bag around. It has the pretty orange lining on the inside. It's a very nice soft leather. It feels so yummy, and these are on the website right now for $175. I only have 2 of these, so if you want one, you should get it as soon as you can, because I don't think I'm going to be making any more, maybe until in a few months, because I'm working on the pieces for this hemp show. So these are the Miss Little Thing tote bags from the size. And so again, they're on the website right now, Alexander Boyce Studios. You can get them from my Facebook shop as well as the Instagram shop, and they're $175. I have different images on them. Some of them have lions. This one has a lion, and this one actually has a face of a traditional African Mun tribe person. It's just half of an image. And signatures on the back. They all have the pretty orange lining on the inside. And it's just a small fun bag in case you not want to have a big bag to carry around. So you can carry your phone and a few little things in. And they're on the website.
They're all hand painted, right?
They're all hand painted and all handmade. I make all of them myself. I don't buy the bags, I make them myself. I buy the leather and I cut them, and I cut them first, and then I paint them, and then I sew them after they're all painted. So they're all hand painted and they're all finished, so the paint is not gonna come off or peel off or anything like that. It's all sealed, so you're gonna have something that's gonna last a lifetime. And next we have these, I call these the signature purses. I have them in 3 different colors: red, yellow, and green. They're just these little fun things to do on days you don't feel like carrying a bigger bag. Have these little pretty hearts. It's just beautiful suede on the inside. Smells really good too. They feel really yummy. It's real nice and soft leather. It's not gonna peel or come off or any kind of thing. It's sealed in the leather. There's a really nice feel to it. You're gonna enjoy walking around with this. It has such beautiful energy to it because of the colors and just the feel of it. It's a fun bag. You don't want to carry around a bigger bag. And we have them in 3 different colors. Right now they're on the website and they're $145, I believe, each. And next we have, I'm gonna stand to show you this one because I love this. So this is a little crossbody bag. Again, we make all of our bags. We buy the leather and I make them myself. My sewing machine is to the left of me, but they have all the lining inside, zipper pockets on the inside, so you have another compartment. And this is another one of the elephant series, as you can see. I like the pretty colors. It's just so vibrant and it just has so much energy to it. You're gonna get a lot of compliments and positive attention when you're wearing these things. You can wear it to the side like this, or you can adjust the strap, if you will, and just hang it over your shoulder. And it works perfectly. Not a big bag. You could use it, again, on days when you don't feel like carrying around the bigger bags. And those are on the website for $7.50, I believe. I only have one of these right now. So again, if you like it, you should get it as soon as you can. And the last bag I have to show right now is this is the kind of classic tote. These are the first totes that I started making. They it's about 17 inches this way and about 15 inches that way. So it's a pretty big bag. The strap is like maybe 21 inches, I believe, so you can throw it over your shoulder. And it's a pretty nice bag, nice size bag. Has a pocket on the inside for your phone and wallet and those kinds of things. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has a nice little pocket on the inside. Pretty deep bag, so you can put a lot of stuff into it. Gym stuff, shopping stuff, whatever you have to carry that you want to carry around in style. And they're all leather. They pity you can't feel it right now, but it feels so yummy. These bags are nice. This leather particularly is nice and soft. I really love it. And then one of the things that with my work that you really have to see it to believe it is that I use a lot of metallic paints. So when you see them in real, it's just so much more vibrant than looking at it on screen or on a picture. It's just the reflection of the metallic paints and the things that they do. Depending on how you look at it, the image looks different. But I really love it because it's just so vibrant and it's functional at the same time and stylish. We have the African monitor skin on the top of the strap and just these little details in here as well. Exotic skins over here as well. Just little details we've been working with and trying to infuse in the work. And lastly, I almost forgot. So every bag that we sell, whenever you get a bag, they come with these little wallets. It's like a little credit card holder and a keychain at the same time. You could buy one of these for $50 on the website, or if you get any one of these other bags, they come complimentary. The totes, I'm sorry I didn't mention. These are on the website right now for $3.50, and it's only one. Again, most of the stuff that I do, because I do all of it myself, I only do one of a kind for most of the pieces. Because even if I try, sometimes I can't duplicate these things. So this one, I only have one of it, and it's $3.50 on the site right now. Now we're gonna get into some paintings.
I know we do have your information going across the bottom of the screen, but
Yes.
Could you just also say what your website is as well?
My website is alexanderboystudios.com. Any of these things that I've shown tonight, the bags, you can also get them on my Facebook store. So if you're on Facebook, you don't even actually have to leave Facebook, or Instagram. You don't even have to leave Instagram. But my website is alexanderboystudios.com, and all of these things that I've shown so far are on the website. And can we get into some paintings now?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. So the paintings are special because I'm pricing them only for the BAM audience. So if you want to buy them, they're not on the website. You have to contact me directly because I'm coming up with special prices only for the BAM audience, because the last time I was in BAM, you guys showed me so much love. So I'm gonna return the favor tonight and show you some love. So we have highly discounted paintings. I don't really do as much because I like to create value for people, and I think discounted stuff give a sense of its less value. So, but for the BAM audience, and being that it's the holidays, we're gonna do something special. So the paintings are on hemp canvas. Normally I don't paint on a typical canvas. I usually do furniture upholstery or different kinds of fabrics or leather, different kinds of things. I don't know why I just do it that way. So the first piece we have is this one behind me. This is done on hemp as well. And all of the paintings that I'm showing tonight are all $500, and they're only for BAM audiences at that price. So if you want to get any of them, you have to message me directly, because they're not on the website, and I'm doing this only for the BAM audience, like I said, because you guys showed me so much love, so I'm going to show you love in return. So this piece, again, it's like most of my work with the colors and the energy. It's a self-portrait, but it wasn't meant to look like me. But when I paint, I'm more focused on trying to get the essence of the subject and not necessarily a resemblance, but it wasn't necessarily meant to look like me, but kind of get my essence. So these pieces are all $500 and they're only for the BAM audience. The next one that is this one. The pieces are loose like that, but I can stretch them and have them framed and ready to ship either way you want them. If you want them ready to hang, I can stretch them. So I do stretch my own work. Everything I do is from start to finish. So this one is a Maasai young lady. I like painting Black women in case you're not familiar with my work. It's my favorite subject. I find Black women to be the most beautiful of people, period. Again, it's my own, it's my own opinion, but I believe a Black woman is the prettiest thing ever created. So most of my work is Black women or girls. I like pretty. So again, these pieces are all exclusively for BAM, and this is $500. Not on my website. You have to contact me directly on Instagram or Facebook, or you can contact me through BAM. I guess they will send a message to me, relay the message to me. So these pieces are $500. And this is the next one. Again, I don't know if you can see the sheen, but the metallic, it just does so many different things, and you have to see it to believe it, really. You will not see all of the details and all of the little prettiness from the photos or from the camera. So they're all done on hemp canvas, as opposed to your typical canvas. They will last a lifetime. I put a lot of work and energy into these to give them that kind of feel. And again, these are all $500, especially for the BAM audience. They're not on the site. You have to contact me directly if you want those. This one, I'm not sure the size, but I guess by me holding it up, you can kind of have a judgment of how big it is. And they're all done on hemp.
Does this one have a name, so if people want to purchase from you, they can contact you and say, hey, I liked...
This one is called The Future.
Uh-huh.
This one is called The Future. So if you're interested, the ice cream girl is called The Future. And it's done on hemp. And again, they're all $500. Only for a BAM audience, so you have to contact me directly if you're interested in any of these things. And then I'm glad I get to stand, by the way. I get to show off my outfit that I made specifically for you guys. I was trying to be fancy for tonight. This is another one. This one is called Affirmations. Some people call it praying, but I'm of the belief that when we pray, we're basically asking for things that we already have. I feel like there's no power in begging. There's more power in prayer, but there's no power in begging. So when you put your hands like this, to me, it's just affirmations. We're only asking for what is already ours. The things that we want us back. That's what I believe. So we're just asking for what's already ours. Again, this one is called Affirmations. I'm not sure off the top of my head the size of it, but I guess you can make a judgment by how big it is against me holding it up. This is another one that's done on hemp. And the $500 price tag is only for the BAM audience. So you have to contact me directly. It's not on the website. And this one again is called Affirmations. And it's just so beautiful, if I must say so myself, when you see it in person, because the metallics, they're just some things that you can't see from the video or from the pictures of them. So it's another one of those, like, it's gonna look 10 times more beautiful in person when you see it.
Yeah, we can catch the glimpse of that metallic gold paint. It looks beautiful.
Yes, and the skin tone as well is metallic. I use copper for the skin tone as opposed to brown because we are made of carbon. Copper is one of those things that's in us as well.
Now, I have to ask, is that a picture of someone that you know in your life?
No, it's things that I just picked up here and there, and from my head, most of it.
Okay.
And I have one more piece to show, and it's this one again. This one is a small one of the pieces. This one is framed and ready to go. They're all done on hemp, so it's gonna last for a lifetime. It has a coating over it, which is gonna protect it from water or spills or anything like that. It's not gonna, this is gonna last a lifetime. You're gonna be able to give this to your kids and your grandkids and your grandkids. Hopefully it's gonna last hundreds of years and scholars are gonna study me and my work. So this one, I don't have a name for it as yet, but we're gonna call it the lip plate lady. It's just so beautiful. It's from an image that I've seen and I've painted it a few times. It is from the, I believe the Maasai tribe, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of different stories about the lip plates and the origin of them. The most interesting one that I've heard is that this was a means of disfiguring themselves so as to prevent slave traders from kidnapping them and trafficking them into slavery. So the women of the tribe, they would disfigure their faces with different scarifications and piercings and these kinds of things, because the slave traders, the people who kidnapped the Africans and forced them into slavery, they preferred, I guess, the Africans without any of these modifications. So this was a kind of defense mechanism to protect themselves, if you will. So I really like the story of it. And it's just so beautiful, if you ask me. Our people are so beautiful, and everything I do is just to kind of remind us of that. So this is the last one in the series. And again, they're all $500 a piece for the paintings. And they're only for BAM audience. So they're not on the website. So anyone else outside of the BAM audience would have to pay more for these.
Okay.
So I hope you guys enjoyed what I showed, because I enjoyed working on them.
I had a question again about the pieces that weren't stretched. Did you say you would stretch them for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have the capabilities and stuff in my studio to stretch them. I prefer working on the pieces flat and not like framed, because my style is kind of like pencil drawing, so I press really hard on them when I'm doing it. So I prefer to just have the fabric laid out, and then after I paint it, then I stretch it. I find it's just more convenient that way.
Okay. I see your exploration as an artist in your work.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I believe, yes, I believe we should know everything that has anything to do with things that we love doing. So whatever it is that all the different things, like I've taught myself to paint, I know how to stretch the paintings, I know how to make frames for them, and all these things I've taught myself because I'm just so interested and so passionate about the art itself. So I want to know how you stretch them. I want to know how you, all these other things.
So tell me a little bit about your outfit. Like you said, you made it just for the show. Are you going into clothing?
Well, actually, I first started making clothes when I was a teenager.
Oh,
I
really?
used to, I used to make my own clothes when I was like, I started at about 15, 16 making my own clothes. And, but I used to draw. I always drew with pencil. That was the first way I expressed myself as an artist. And then when I was a teenager, I started sewing and making my own clothes. And recently I just kind of got a bug for it again. So I started making some more clothes. I've been doing it mostly for myself, but I like sewing and making the bags, and it's in the same vein.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what else you're going to explore as a creative artist. You did mention that you have a show coming up in January, a joint collaboration.
Yes.
Do you have any other events, or where can people find you outside of online in the New York area, perhaps?
In for now, we did a lot of stuff in the summer in New York, and it was just so time. I don't like to say time consuming, but it took up so much of the time away from actually creating stuff. So I had to take a break because I would have no stuff to sell. And I really like making the stuff as much as I enjoy meeting the people and talking to them. So for now, there's nothing going on right now outside, but I do take people come into the studio. So I, by appointments, people come into the studio and look stuff. I love meeting people, and I love talking about my work and art in general. And I'm a curious person in general, so I love listening to people and asking questions and finding out these kinds of things. And especially people who are connected, feel some kind of connection to my work. I like to know what is it about my work that resonates with them and all these kinds of things. So I like having people come over to the studio and just vibe with them and talk about the work, whatever. Most times they purchase stuff, sometimes they don't, but it's always good time.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show. It really
Thank you so
was.
much. It was my pleasure.
Enjoyed having you. Hey, everybody, if you want to purchase something from Alexander, please go check him out at Instagram, Facebook, alexanderboystudios.com. And I'm sure he would be happy to chat with you and
Yes,
sell you a piece of work for sure.
sure.
All right.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, guys. That's it for this evening. I hope you loved Alexander Boyce. I kind of missed my co-host, Lavalais. I did see him in the chat saying, hey, hey. And I'm sure he's out there watching. And I'm going to say a big hi to Lavalais. You will see both of us here next week. It is our last show of the year, December 16th. Come check us out. We will be celebrating 2022 and looking forward to 2023 and all that it has to offer to us and to you guys. So thank you again. It's been a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Stay warm wherever you are. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you missed the show, if you came in halfway through, go take another look. And you can also review all the past shows that we've done for the last 2 years. Can you believe it? 2 years. So feel free. All right. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and good night.